In today's video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of making a really sellable sweatshirt listing for a print-on-demand space like Etsy, Merch by Amazon, or any other print-on-demand platform. Now, this process is super simple, but there are a ton of areas that a lot of beginners get very tripped up. So I'm going to show you all of my best tips and tricks for this method that I have learned in my last 6 years as a print-on-demand seller. Now, while this type of listing can work for any design platform, I'm going to be using Etsy integrated with a manufacturing partner. The one I'll use today is called Printify. Now, if you've never sold print on demand before, basically why it's so great and why it works really well is because you are responsible for making everything from the design, making the listing, writing the title, the description, adding tags, all of that. And then you are going to list it on a platform like Etsy, but there's someone in the middle that's doing all of the legwork, like printing the design. They're going to pack it, they're going to ship it to your customers. So you don't have to have any kind of printing equipment, and it really is such a low barrier of entry, low cost to start, because you're not investing in hundreds of t-shirts and all of this equipment to make a business. You can try many different design types and you only ever have to worry about paying for an item if one sells. So it's really beginner friendly, and I'm going to walk you through everything from finding a really good niche, putting it on a product, and then actually uploading your listing with great SEO on Etsy. Now, if you don't have an Etsy account, if you've never made a Printify account, you can watch my tutorial down below that walks you through the process of actually integrating those. It's really simple, but let's not waste any more time and just jump right into this process. So the first thing I like to do is go over to my Printify account, and I'm just going to search for the product type I want to sell today. So I'm going to look up something like sweatshirt. And I'm kind of deciding if I want to sell a sweatshirt or actually a hoodie. I think a hoodie might be a little bit more fun. Typically, the one I want is by Gildan. So this is the sweatshirt I really like here, the Gildan 12,000. And then I really like this dry blend hoodie by Gildan as well. So we're going to go ahead and click Start Designing here. And it's going to tell us the print area is 4,200 pixels by 2,799 pixels. But before we jump into making our design, first we need to know what niche we are going to sell. Now, there are many different ways to find niches, but the problem I see a lot of new sellers especially getting into is they make designs that they see selling, but they don't realize are just way too saturated. So maybe a nurse hoodie is selling multiple times every single hour on Etsy. That is likely true, but there are thousands and thousands of other sellers also competing in that niche. So if we wanted to sell a nurse item, we might have to find something else to combine with it to make it have a little bit less competition. Now, this can get a little bit confusing to do, so I actually have a free resource for you guys that I made specifically for my YouTube audience, and it is my cross-niching guide. Now, many of you have probably seen this before, but what this guidebook is actually going to take you through the process of is taking many really popular categories and then crossing them over for a one-of-a-kind niche that, yes, people are looking for, but there's not a ton of other sellers doing. So for example, some of the categories are things like holidays. So you could take the holiday of Christmas and then combine it with someone's career and make a Christmas teacher shirt, which is going to sell way better than either of those on their own. So today, I think that I am going to actually go to maybe like the hobby category. This is one of my favorites to do, and people love to buy things about stuff they are passionate for. So jobs, hobbies, their pets, all of those are fabulous sellers. So I'm thinking that the summer and kind of the fall are really great times for like outdoor activities, especially like going to the cabin, going camping, fishing, all those outdoorsy things. And I've seen a lot of like cabin type designs selling really well on Amazon and Etsy lately. So I want to take that, but I know that if I just made like a cabin t-shirt or a cabin sweatshirt, it's probably going to be hard for me to stand out. So I want to see if I can combine it with something else to make me have a way better chance of making a sale. So like I said, people's pets they are passionate about, and I think a really fun idea is doing something like cabin crew with a picture of a cabin and then adding different dog breeds. So I have this whole list here of a ton of dog breeds. So I literally could make every single one of these into a unique design. And for example, if I made a few of them and they started selling, I probably would come back and I would make designs for every single different pet type on here. And that's how I found some of my best sellers and how I've really grown my business a lot is anytime I get a sale in something like this, I am going to see how can I make 20, 30, 40 more designs kind of like this to put on my Etsy shop or my Amazon shop. And then I start getting more sales that way. So let's take some pet types. Like for example, let's maybe do like a German Shepherd, or we could even do something really cute like a Dalmatian or a Collie. And let's go to our design suite and start making a bunch of these cabin crew designs. So the design suite that I love to use for print on demand is called Kittle. Now Kittle, they have all sorts of ready to use templates. So you can just change the phrase out and this is pretty much a design that's good to go. But they also have incredible AI image generator features that are really tailored towards print on demand sellers. So I'm going to show you how I would make an image for this type of sweatshirt. So we're just going to click a new project. And then one thing I like is they have a tab that says print on demand, and especially if you sell with Printify, they have a ton of their item sizes already here, so you don't even have to like go back and try to remember what the size is. So we're going to click hoodie and create, and it's going to make the perfect size canvas for us. And so the first thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of text here that says something like cabin crew, but that's not super exciting. Now we could kind of individually go through all of the images and look up something like a cabin and add that, and then we could look up like a dog here and we could add this, but it's going to be hard to really get the look that I am going for. So I like to kind of start from scratch with an AI image. Now this is going to let us get super specific. So while we might be able to find a good graphic that has a cabin and maybe a common dog like a golden retriever, we're not going to find every dog breed that we want to do. So sometimes we're going to have to make this ourselves. So I'm going to go over to the AI section and you can see there is something I was working on earlier, this cute chinchilla design. I think I have the tutorial for that already posted. So if I do, I will go ahead and link it up here if you want to watch that for making really cute mugs for teachers. But I am going to start kind of typing out the prompt that I would use for something like this. So with AI image generators, the more information you can give it, the better results you're going to have. If you're super vague, it's going to be very random what you're going to get. So sometimes you might really love something, but then if you put even the same phrase, just like German Shepherd cabin t-shirt, it's wildly different what you're going to get every single time. So I would say something like cute, cozy t-shirt design featuring a happy German Shepherd sitting in front of a small log cabin with pine trees and soft mountains. And then I put it, and it already doesn't have a background. It's optimized for a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. I'm going to add that here and I'm going to make it take up a lot of this canvas. And then I don't really love how this text looks, so I'm going to put it in something that kind of fits with this aesthetic. So that one's cute. Let's see. This one is also one of my favorites as well. So let's try that and then see if there's anything else that we also like. Typically for t-shirts and sweatshirts, I like a more bold type font. If you did something like very script-like that's thin, it's going to be harder to print. So for print on demand, sometimes the bolder, the better. Actually, that one's really cute and it kind of reminds me of a log cabin here. So I'm going to do that. And then the first thing I'm going to do to just make this look more cohesive is I'm going to change the text color to this kind of dark brown outline here. So I just used the dropper to kind of select this darker color, and I could leave it as is, but editing my text to kind of go around the bottom is going to do a lot for making this look very intentional. So I'm going to click on the transform section and click arch, and then I want the arch to curve the opposite way. So I'm just going to take this slider here and I am going to do a slight arch this way. That looks really good, and I'm going to put it a bit closer here. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and select this design and just make it take up as much of the canvas as possible. And that is looking perfect to me. I am loving how this is turning out. But before I go ahead and download this design to actually use, I want to show you how I could go ahead and use AI to make other different pet types or dog types. So I'm going to click on this whole artboard here and click duplicate. It's going to make me a second canvas, and I'm going to delete this German Shepherd, but I'm going to literally just copy this prompt since it worked so well. And then instead of a German Shepherd, we are going to put like a happy Dalmatian, and we're going to send that, and it's going to generate us something that will work for a different dog type. And we could repeat this process with a golden retriever, a corgi, even if we had like cats, like if we wanted to do a Persian cat or a different animal type, you could totally do that here. All right, so it came up with this really cute design, and I'm I'm just going to go ahead and make that a little bit bigger here. And that's looking really, really cute. Now I could go ahead and download both of them to use at the same time, or I can just select the one I want and click on the download section here. Make sure to remove the background and that it's just the artboard I want, and go ahead and export that. And we're going to take it back over to Printify to start putting it on our listing. Right, so back on Printify, I'm going to go to the upload section on the left here, click on my device, and then that looks really good. I'm going to go ahead and preview what it's going to look like. That's looking super cute here. Now, I'm definitely not going to use their auto-generated mockups. We're going to actually take the extra time to make our own mockup, and I'm going to show you how to do that super easily. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and save that product. And then one thing I could do is I could select a different variation. So if I wanted a different color t-shirt, I could do that as well. Like if I wanted it more of this kind of heather gray color, I could do that, which I think looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and save. And then as far as the mockups from Printify go, I'm just going to take the one product image mockup and not include any of the other ones. So now we're over to the product details section, and this is where a lot of new sellers especially get super nervous, is writing the title, doing the description, the tags, all of that. It's hard to know what exactly to include. Now, it doesn't have to be as mysterious as everyone makes it. Ultimately, we want to be putting things in the title that actual people are going to search for. So I'm probably not going to say like cute sweatshirt with a German Shepherd sitting in front of a log cabin that says cabin crew. No one is going to search for that, but they might look up like cute German Shepherd owner gift or camping dog shirt, camping dog sweatshirt. So I want to make sure to include keywords like that. Now, Printify actually has an AI generator that will help you with your title and description and tags. So I'm going to start there, but a lot of times I end up going back and kind of rewriting pretty much all the title, but we will start with this for that description and tags. So I just said cute German Shepherd cabin crew hoodie for camping dog lover log cabin dog owner gift, and I'm going to have it generate that. All right, so it went ahead and added some suggestions. I'm going to apply that, and for the title it just said German Shepherd cabin crew hoodie camping dog lover cabin gift design, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of work on my own, and I will talk about what I do instead. So the first keywords I really want to rank for are things like German Shepherd hoodie or cabin crew hoodie or camping dog lover hoodie. And then I also included other alternative words like sweatshirt. And then instead of hoodie at the end, I actually might do something like t-shirt, because if someone looks up like German Shepherd cabin t-shirt, I also want mine to show up in case they want to buy something like mine as well. So all of these are keywords that I'm hoping someone might search. So dog owner gift or cabin owner gift, they might also search for. So I included all of those. And then the description, they also included some keywords like German Shepherd here, trail, cabin. So I'm going to keep that as is. Now for the tags, they typically add more than we need. So usually I get rid of some that I feel like don't really fit. So unisex dog hoodie, I'm going to get rid of. Pet mom hoodie, hound lover hoodie, I'm going to get rid of. Adventure dog, rustic dog, canine lover, and casual dog. All right, so the rest of them are pretty good. I'm going to keep as is. And then Printify is going to make a new shipping profile for us. And then we can edit the price here. Now, typically for apparel items, I like to have them kind of end in things like 99. That just looks a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and select these first ones here and edit the price to $59.99. And then for these last two, I'm going to do $64.99. All right, and that looks good. Now you definitely can do the profit a little bit lower here, but a lot of times I see people trying to make almost no profit and doing things like $29.99, and they're going to end up actually losing money on this. So it's really important that you are pricing to at least make a decent amount of profit. So like, for example, you probably could do something like $49.99 here, but I wouldn't venture much lower than this because of your costs you're going to have, including Etsy fees, listing fees, advertising, all of that. Now we're going to go ahead and publish that, and it's going to go over to our Etsy shop. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and we are going to work on making a mock-up for this product so that we can really stand out. Now I am over on a site called Placeit, and I will also link them down below, but basically Placeit is a subscription for print-on-demand sellers with a ton of tools, but one of the really great ones is a mock-up library that has thousands of mock-ups that you literally just upload your artwork and it's going to auto format it for us. So I'm going to look up Heather sweatshirt, and we're going to pick a really good one to use. So I haven't changed this to hoodie. All right, so it came up with a bunch of different options here. And right away, I kind of like this one. I like the texture in the back, and also this one looks really nice as well. It also has that Heather style. I think I might actually go ahead and edit this. Now it has someone's face in it. Typically I'm going to crop that out, and I will show you how to do that right after we're done putting our design on here. I'm going to go ahead and add our design from our device. Then we're going to make sure to format it like it was on Printify. Make sure the spacing is good. You don't want it to be too big or too small. You want it to be exactly as you are selling it. So that looks good. And I'm going to make the hoodie color this light gray that it is. And then once we're happy with that, first we're going to click download, and then we're going to crop it to the correct size. So on my download, I'm going to click this crop button, and I am going to just go ahead and zoom in here and then crop it right there so we can still see the sweatshirt, and then click download. All right, and after that, I'm over on my Etsy shop manager under listings, and we can see that everything has synced over here. So I'm going to click this gear icon and click edit, and then I am going to start with just adding that new thumbnail image. We're going to make that the primary one, and then you can see what shoppers would actually see for this. So it looks like a real person, which for me dramatically increases my sales, as opposed to if I just made a boring kind of flat lay of this with no person wearing it. And then most of these item details have synced over. We don't need to edit those. So for the closure, we're going to make it a pullover, and then most of this information has synced from Printify, which is super nice if you are using Printify, that it's going to automatically do a lot of this legwork for you. One thing we could edit is add it to a shop section. So we could add a section here like cabin gifts or dog lover gifts. And then we are going to not enroll it in Etsy ads yet. If it starts doing well, I would then enroll it in Etsy ads. And then we're going to keep the renewal option to manual. And then we will publish those changes. Then we can view this on Etsy here, and you can see what a shopper would actually see when they click on this item. Now we could repeat the same process with all sorts of different pet types and even other things like different types of hobbies. Now that Cross Nation guidebook that I have, if you download it, it has over 40,000 different niche ideas in it. Again, it's totally free. All you have to do is put your email down there so I can send it over to you. And it also comes with a free about hour-long workshop. It's something that I considered having as kind of like a paid class for you guys, but I decided it is so helpful that I just have it kind of included to walk you through this guidebook. Really, really valuable. I know so many of you have done it, but make sure to sign up down below for all of that, as well as some other free goodies I will send your way to your inbox. And if you want even more ideas of how to take something like this and turn it into a print-on-demand product like a mug or a glass cup or even a t-shirt, you can watch this video next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.